You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey. She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it. The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature, and when they do, everything will come crashing down. While I appreciate the mental exercise, nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? I mean, maybe some people do, like, no. Yes, but but you'll have to slay her before you get it. Oh, if only that were the case. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, like I said, I don't. It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me. Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You're so close. Now, this is a good...
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Then I'm not talking to you. I guess we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her...
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. A terrible sense of déjà vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill. It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I. Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least, if you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead, had you failed to slay the princess? What would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits. Just be quick about it. Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task. Oh, this is maddening. There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting. I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better. People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things. Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin. We can't just leave. We're supposed... Seriously? You're just going to turn around? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. But fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we?
I told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen? No.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path, you're here to sleep. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the blade is your You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world with. The door to the basement creaks open, her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds, don't let it fool you. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes. Even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing. But is it over? Really over? Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy. This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right? Are we really happy? Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare. What a relief. I suppose we've got all the time in the world. More happy time passes. Please shake yourself out of it. The little voices plead. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure... You're here to... Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up a warning. Before she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess.
Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is all the blade is your... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by her voice.
Hello?
Is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of...
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a...
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them... They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? Your shouts, and I'll repeat myself once again. You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the... As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no!
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay. I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it. Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? Those are two very... You died last time, which probably only happened because You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you... Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was... I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the Anyway, I believe your second... What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That's... Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the... If it's the latter, do you think the people there... She would never... Convoluted. I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. That's right, you can't... We're going to sweep her off her feet. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? Just be quick about it. She just can. Believe me. Maybe it's her... Sure, it... People... Great. Now... A warning. She will lie. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also speak from the heart. Sure, yeah, don't pay their bickering any mind. The interior of the blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's death. There isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here. In which case she'd be lying to you because... That's a great idea. We shouldn't waste time preening. I'm not lying. Very Is it? Maybe that's because... So you walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really is... You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold trim, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice.
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow even more... I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too... Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist. My love! You know she can't hear. She may not be able to hear my words. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness.
You died, and now we're talking. I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how— What? No, she's a prisoner here. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. She didn't care last time. Why should... No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. If another version of me was pushed to such
That's okay. You were just doing your best.
She took that in stride. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? Are you listening to her? That's a confession. At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire... The princess shifts in
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clear... No. I can't... You're what? Take over? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. I can't believe it, but I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
I just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar.
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
Okay, I'll find something else to want if that makes you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? No! She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a... He is. A villain vanquished. You're right. She's... I can't believe... There's something dreadful about... Yes. I'm begging you, don't...
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is a reflecting pool of desire unfulfilled. She will make for a pliant heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose. How can the world have ended if we are talking? You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. She is part of me. You speak in circles. Does it matter? I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sad. I know only that nothing as we are, but there is no exit. But this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom. Everything. I have not lived. I am not afraid to die. More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home. Then we will be here forever, as you ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is... How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated. If you need time, you are as I am now, and I am not you. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? You'll always come. You have returned to me. Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side. She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
You're on a path. You're here. You make your warning. She will lie. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely the blade is your... The door, her voice.
Hello?
Is don't. Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck here. You walk down the stairs and look up. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Okay. Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal...
Is Princess her name or her title?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't remember much about it, to be honest.
That's... How long has...
Did they tell you how? I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of...
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do.
She has a point. We're talking...
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life. Do you really think I can even end the world? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here. And it's whoever sent you here. And those—
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen. Okay, but actually... That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her, so I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. I know you think this is some kind of... It's a chance we'll have to take.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your...
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her? Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here. It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy... Okay. You settle in against... It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold you very long anyways. Huh? It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying as she violently rattles the door.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy...
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her...
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually... I'm sorry. Everything goes dark. And you die. You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. A warning. She will lie. I don't think... It doesn't matter. The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table. The blade is your Hold on. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. So deep breath in. You walk. What are you talking about? This isn't a walk. You reach for... Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. Oh, we should have taken the knife. I don't think going down there unarmed is going to do us any favor. You cross over the threshold. More eyes, too. You never... The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and her cruel...
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we... You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on... No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice. Excuse me. I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're going to die down here. I don't... Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter.
You turn back to the stair, faintly out.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
It's almost like you want me to get you.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't...
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to heart. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function? And then experience stops once more. Okay, whatever you were doing. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you... You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart. Again, your eyes shoot open as you...
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her. And how are we supposed to do that? We don't have a weapon. The way out of that isn't my fault. It doesn't matter whose fault it is because fighting her isn't an option, right? Then you should get looking. Heart, lungs.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lip.
If I want to see you gone, I want you to do it.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. Shh, hey. Okay, you're back.
One moment. And
Lungs. She pulls away.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me and then... Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you? And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. You seem miserable.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. Don't worry.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves.
I know. You destroy is such an unenlightened way of. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I'm going to make it afraid. Just the world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I put.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves, heart.
I'm glad you're seeing.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, 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 nerves.
What?
Lungs,
No!
liver.
I knew you'd come around.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can.
Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's bad. Shit.
Lungs, liver. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe.
Come along now. You don't want to be stuck.
The princess glides onto the stairs, but we don't.
Nerves, heart,
We can still grab it. You're not wrong, but.
heart, lungs.
You step onto the basement stairs, following the princess as she ascends. Is this? At least it's a choice. That doesn't justify anything. A terrible choice is still terrible.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, 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 lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
Make sure you keep up. We wanted what?
As if acting on instinct, you crane your neck and look behind you. The princess reaches the top of the stairs. Her head twists back in your direction, watching you with dead eye. Don't forget that your pristine blade is still on the other side. You can... There's no harm in us having a weapon. Have you considered that maybe you could operate the autonomic nervous system for a bit? Everyone is trying to... Your body seizes violently as you No! You're doing it all wrong. I guess I have to do it hard.
There we go. Back with me where you belong. I thought you might have decided to break yourself just to spite me. It's better for you that you didn't. Now we can get back to business. For starters, we won't need this where we're going.
The princess plucks the blade from the floor and tosses it through the door behind you. Guess we're not stabbing her in the back. I'm going to fix myself a stiff drink.
And now?
There's nothing else for us to do. The doorknob
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it. But it's so cold, too. Why is it so cold?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that... What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I can't even...
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not let the vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between. Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself. There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread. Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets. The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They aren't. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without, I would be alone and without sensation. This one is filled with sadness, a doll, abandoned to the company of her darkest impulses. She desires only companionship, but the only thing she knows is how to hurt. She will make for a tender heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found her way home. If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the... I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Your Honor, you're here. Are you serious? That's the spirit. You make your way up the a warning. Before she will... We're not going to ignore...
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten.
You walk down the stairs and look. She's beautiful. I am...
Okay.
Thank you. You turn back to the...
So, you'll regret this. I promise you. But go ahead, run. But you'd better hope that I...
Slip these... She has to be bluffing, but... You rush up to the first floor, grabbing... Okay. If we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save, after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm. Its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger? Oh, you cat!
No, why don't you come closer?
Your eyes dart to the... Where is she? You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place. Maybe they'll open.
Oh, do you want to play a waiting game? I've been down here.
You do your best, but eventually... Come on, wake up! You wait for as long as you can, pushing yourself to stay awake, and you barely even realize that you've stuck. Pain tears you from your sleep. The princess is upon you, ripping into your flesh, unnaturally sharp teeth and claws severing arteries and digging into organs. There's nothing to be done. You're already half gone. It can't just end like... As much as I prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't. Everything goes dark. And you're on a path in the... You're here to slay... Again? If he doesn't remember what happened, you're not... A warning. She will... There's a cat. I don't see why that matters. She could have gotten out of there whenever she wanted to. We should trust nothing that she tells us. Oh, that's a very maybe. The interior of the cabin is ruined. The blade is your implement. What are you talking? You reach for, but there, and now it's gone. No steel claw. Do you think we can talk? I guess we'll just have to trust that we made the right call. It'll still be here if we need it. The door to the basement. The air seeping up from below is... She grabs...
I can smell you.
She sounds almost impatient. You carefully make your way down the stairs. The last step gives way to the damp earth floor of a starlit pit. The walls are obscured by... The jungle is pressing in on us, hiding her from view. You see only a flash of the princess before she scurries away into the underbrush. Remember, she is certain you're not. It doesn't matter what she is. It only... Her shining eyes appear between them.
I can hear your heart pounding from the bottom of the stairs, fledgling. You're right to be terrified. I'm so much more than you.
A shiver rushes up your spine. The air's shifting. There's a shift in the humid air, and something enormous. The princess lunges from the shadows. She is too quick to outrun, too nimble to outmaneuver. I guess that, unfortunately for you, no. This is... You are in a dark and caustic place.
You spoke when you needed to act.
The liquid pooling beneath you.
When I killed you, I tried to leave this place, but it wouldn't let me. You belong down there, it screamed at me. The world is better off.
The flesh around you rumbles as the princess...
But you don't belong down here. You came from somewhere else. You came from out there. So I consumed your dead heart, and I carried it in my throat, and I draped what was left of you on my back, and I threw myself against that door.
She stops, her muscles tensing around you, and through the muffling layers of her flesh, you hear the whine of straining metal. And with a pop, she lurches forward, your body... Her chains.
But even then, it denied me freedom. You cannot fool me by draping yourself in decay. I know your true nature, and it is suffering.
Gravity pulls at you as you're hefted upwards.
And then it was gone, and I was here. A new enclosure, a nicer cage. I learned from my wounds. You're alive now.
Does that work? Could she... Do you really need me to give you a definitive answer? We don't have steel.
I understand it, and it understands me. Talking is for those who don't know how to listen.
Your body is violently jostled, the disruption causing...
The cage is still locked.
I don't think we can talk our way out of this. We are drowning in... The click of what you presume.
That wasn't so.
You feel her take another, and then it's gone quiet, hasn't it?
I guess I don't need you to be a part of me.
How lucky for you. This place is cold.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is gonna... That thing... Okay.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing. All of me is changing. As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that it changes me. But it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me? It does seem small from here. This one is consumed by instinct. She wishes me to devour you, to make you a part of myself. Do not mourn her, for she is part of something greater. My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer. Perhaps this will change when our we will know when we near. I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on. That's the
You are? Okay.
Thank you. Your eyes dull. You close the door behind you. You step forward to investigate this. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. Holy shit. What is she? You roll the princess off your back and turn to face her, rising to your knees and readying your blade. Those eyes. Yes, things do look a little grim, don't they? The two of you are losing quite a lot of blood. But there's a reason she decided to strike from ambush. She isn't confident about a direct confrontation. Just because she's playing it safe doesn't mean we have the upper hand. Come on now. Don't let your confidence waver. This is an important moment.
I'm going to kill you.
The princess leaps onto you as you raise your blade and you find your target, and time after time you strike, but the wounds she inflicted in her ambush hinder your movements, and with each fresh exchange you're a little... You seek solace in the fact that she is slowing too. Finally, She collapses, and you collapse beside her.
If you think this is it, you're sorely mistaken. One way or another, I'll make sure you pay for this.
Your grasp on the blade weakens. This can't be how it... I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark. You're on a path in the... You're here to slay... A warning. She will lie. Don't worry. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The blade is your implement. You walk. What are you talking? You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. No blade. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but the door to the basement, the weak star, the air smells of dirt and her voice.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. But you are. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognize...
She must have you confused with... She seems... You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's gone. Look. Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? You need... Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the... You can just make out the shape of the princess in...
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine. I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you all... Oh, no. That's pretty sharp. How do you figure? Call it deduct. Well, you seem to be... Do you remember us then? No, I don't. I'm just glad we... Is it all but just focus on the task at hand? I don't care if you've been here before. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make...
Well... You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean...
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the... I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me...
Oh, of course.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. A woman after my own heart, really. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If...
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you... She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll...
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If any... It shouldn't matter who lead. Well, if it doesn't, somebody has to go. You're talking a lot.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs. You're only saying that. I do want those. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smart... No. The stairs are... The princess is... Isn't that a relief? You're not even going to wait. What did you just... I think we... You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pull... Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact. You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly... Wait, why won't we begin? I'm afraid your back is broken. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like...
We were going to help her.
It's what I would have done if you considered not being. Of course not. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done. Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you. And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little... And then you'd say so, and then you... It's just one problem. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have got... Ugh. You're right, Aunt. The princess's body twitches as she tries to... Ho, ho, ho!
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife?
She eyes you with intensity. Silence.
Seems I'm not the only one.
Wait, are we both? Certainly seems that way.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to...
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel...
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? This doesn't feel right. If he thinks it's bad,
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. It doesn't matter if... This one is hope marred by bitterness and betrayal. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side. No, their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find. One, whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular. You've already tried waiting, but I understand. The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. Seriously? Fine. I suppose you just ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. That's a warning. She thought we can't. The interior of the blade. You take the blade.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away.
The blade! Of course she doesn't want to talk. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do. The blade tumbles out.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know. I just said that.
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation. Oh, have you decided?
You know. Oh, you have to be. You walk up to the chain. They're large and heavy.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere up. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away.
I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the... Someone else... You make your way back to the bottom. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that. Against your better judge, you cut into her. The blade is sharp. She didn't so much as utter. Free. How is she so composed?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. As the princess Wait, watch me. You bring the blade down on her, okay? Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder.
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you. But if we're doing this, do you think I need both of my arms to do that? I can beat you to death, but I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
It's the blade. You fall to your knees, barely able to process the ringing in your... Every blow is as punishing as the first. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to...
Oh, too weak to even...
She places a confident heel on your... Her knee falls to your... You can't just end... I'm sorry. Everything goes dark. You're on a path. You're here. A warning. She will... We might... Can we... I'm not being... You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering and... I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's... Rescue her? Given the... So please, try to ignore both of those... If that's what you want. I guess I'm... The interior of the cabin is larger and more... The blade is your implement. Why do we feel so... small? We don't feel small. You walk... What are you talking... You reach for.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
No blade. Blade. No blade.
It doesn't matter.
The door. It's still a stone base. Her booming.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on this.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming.
You shouldn't have come.
We need to get down there. Should we be worried about...
It doesn't matter what. Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight. Her figure framed by.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do.
The little bird has returned to me. I see your hands are empty. You've already given up, haven't you? You aren't even more than a little disappointing.
She's disappointed.
Kneel.
On her command, you fall to the floor.
That's my good little bird. The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And yet, what draws you back here? Speak.
The last time, nobody should have.
And you shouldn't have trusted her. He's being mellow. That's...
Are you serious? Just don't say anything. How hard?
You haven't felt her hand.
You weak-willed buffoon.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being. The collapse of the old is a necessary. It's time for me to seize.
She's inevitable.
Your will was so easily broken. All you need to do now is break my chains.
If this is what you want, then I guess there's no.
You can't just give in to her, not when the stakes are so.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you, where it does. Is that a person?
Is she?
That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact.
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limit.
No. What do you...
I don't care what you are. Rise, my little...
Without hesitation,
You
you're.
break...
And how are we supposed to do that? We don't even have a weapon. All you need to do is. Her chains shatter, and the cuff falls.
What a good disciple.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again. This... I don't want to look at her.
I think you know what. The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice. I haven't, and that's by both necessity. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart, but you'll be awake soon. Any other version of me you talked to was just that. Perhaps they thought, I'm sure many of them will for all I know, each of those are except for me. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying. By slaying the princess, once she's gone, everyone will get to exist exactly as they are. No more Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones and the patterns are wiped from... Her nature is to become what others perceive her to be. If you actually knew what she was, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, so I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. Seems that every me you met did a real shit job of it, though. If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you... I've said my piece. I'm just an echo. And every echo...
I can finally see you. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, ever the passive player, always reacting and never when the echoes spun us from one into two. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? Even as your eyes begin to open, of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens. If we didn't, the winding... My very nature is paradox, but violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If
You are nothing. A black hole of self-loathing fed by the matter of your restless thoughts. A dog when I proclaimed my godhood and offered you a place at my side. You only with both of us is there a few.
But violence is defined before it.
A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolve, but forever is not forever. I know then you to change is to hold the potential to. What you mistake for lecture is merely observation. I only want to help you. You can vainly struggle against me.
You are revenge. Pray, but even when dissolved, you gifted me a life. Perhaps it was fear that drove, but the outcome of an act, a world without.
Have you? Or did you?
It pretends to protect us from loss. To fear that losing a body is it is in the nature of it when the ceaseless and permanent we took fear.
If my words feel meaningless, it's because words are.
Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and love melted into skepticism, and you sought the truth then.
You speak of me as if I am a ghost, but I. You are unmovable. Is it by the design of our Nothing is immutable. There is no constant. Open your. What I offer you is not.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. It's good to be here. Seems like you've been doing all right on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that divide. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there.
It's time to
She's relentless, isn't she? Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess... Do you need me to describe things?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there. Jump.
Yeah. The interior of the cave, there's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade. That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not. Yeah, it's dead silent. Yeah, it's... The stairs. Do you remember the...
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out. Then maybe you don't have to kill me. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget. Help me send us back to the beginning, before—
Can she really do that?
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else. If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right? But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you. I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends. And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again. Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever. None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me. I know because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring about you. And if you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay. It feels like it is.
So this is really...
So this is what it feels like to actually— I think this is for the best. I don't know what the world will be like. I've always loved you.
She's... Is that a metaphor? It's quiet. These... This is nice. The whisper. Well, boys, I hope... Well then, I guess the only thing left to do...